Hello and welcome to the Wednesday Preview for another week. Hayden King back joining you this week, and really looking forward to the next few days of chasing we have here in the West. And we'll start off tomorrow night. I'll look at Mandurah Thursday first because we have the Holiday Coast Series final. Really looking forward to this little sprint race. And in box number 1 we've got Barilez, who just needs that little bit of room to operate. He was able to win his heat after getting that room around the outside from box number 7. Just a case of whether he can position up close enough tomorrow night from box number 1. And he does actually have a pretty good record, all things considered, over the track and distance. 7 starts, 4 wins, 2 placings. The other heat winners were Jay's Double, Ray John Zatara and Marlu Miss. Now, Ray John Zatara comes out, which really throws the race wide open. Jay's Double was very impressive, running good time there in his heat. However, he went around at Northam on Monday and he was beaten there, so I guess you could say fitness won't be a problem for him. And the other winner, Marlu Miss, out in box number 7. I think it sets up beautifully for her. She's won 3 in a row and she was a very stylish winner of her heat, and she was able to pounce straight on the front, and from there it looked almost all over, and it was. I don't think there'll be much pressure applied from Dash of Rain on the outside, and I think she can get out rolling and be very hard to beat tomorrow night in that Holiday Coast Series final there at Mandurah. Just wanted to take a look at that, and then we'll have a look at Mandurah on Friday night because we've got a couple of nice little races there as well. And we'll start off with the free-for-all, race number 6. West on Fever in box number 1. He comes back to 4:05 now after doing most of his racing over 4:90 recently, which is interesting. Capito had 0 luck there last week, first up off 3 or 4 months when he was beginning to muster into it, making a bit of progress just after the start. And then he got hampered, checked back toward the tail of the field. So it wouldn't shock to see him very, very competitive in this. Papa Mono, another that comes back to the 4:05 after racing mostly over the 4:90 and even further recently. So this trip is sure to be short of his best. However, if there was any interference, he would be catapulting home late. Just difficult to see how close he can be in the run. Zulu Gladiator was an opportunist winner last week. Bamsey's boy had no luck last time out. And Bones McCoy, who won the Winter Sprint final last week, gets box number 8 and gets another big opportunity to collect some more glory down there at Mandurah. So eyes on Bones McCoy out in box number 8, but I'm really interested as to how Capito will go from box number 2. That's Mandurah Friday, race number 6, and then we'll look at race number 7, and this is the Grade 5 Series final. Blazing Lass comes up with box number 1, was able to win her heat and did that quite well. Gets the inside draw. Adam Smithson's sure to have her primed for the night. Others in the race, it's sort of a race in 2 halves. We've got those 2 heats and they're sort of drawn opposite sides of the track. Special Gun chased home really hard. I really liked the performance of Special Gun last week. Manassas also in that faster heat was picking up some valuable late ground. Volute in box number 4, just difficult to see where he gets to in the run. City Stage needs to jump from 5, otherwise it could get a bit awkward. Global Plan drawn immediately on his outside. And then Spartan Mac, who could get an okay run around the outside because he's likely to miss Elevation early, Elevation being a much quicker beginner, and Spartan Mac does like to use a bit of the track, so it's probably a smoky to include in your novelty Spartan Mac, and Elevation does look the one to beat on what we've seen in his career so far. He's gone 27.42. If he can do that again, he'll be winning the race. It's just a case of whether he can. In that heat last week, he wasn't the best to begin, but he certainly mustered up quite well after the start, put himself into the picture and was strong enough to take that out. No doubt there'll be further improvement to come. Now, Cannington on Saturday night, we've got the heats of the Spring Gift, and the first of them is race number 5, and Vice Grip comes up with the inside draw. He ran a good second there first up, and then last start chased home Throttle. I just want to see him do it before I'd get too keen about investing on him again, but he is a very, very smart dog. There's no refuting his winning claims that he's got box 1, so he could just about punch up and lead this lineup. Hinto's drawn immediately to his outside, another who didn't have much luck last time out. Amplified back to her brilliant best, scoring there at Mandurah last time out in a pretty quick time. Just a case of whether she can get up outside a dog like Vice Grip early and make a significant challenge into that first bend. That's going to be the tail of the tape. Firecloud is a little bit below his best recently. Jimmy's Decision went back to 600, was very strong there. dashed straight to the front, put it beyond doubt. And West on Bray, no luck at Mandurah last time out, but before that was a winner. So I guess the big question is, can Vice Grip hold up into that first turn from Amplified, and can we see Vice Grip back somewhere near his best? And that will be an intriguing race to start off the quaddie there. And the immediately following race is race number 6, the Zach Manelli at Stud Spring Drift Heat. And we've got Gangnam Manelli, drawn box number 1. I think a trademark of his that he's shown improvement in his box manners the last couple of months, and he's been jumping really well. He'll be able to put himself right up there from the outset from box number 1, and providing he's not too far away, I guess he could be a little bit dangerous if there was any interference. But I do think Momentum is the one. He was very gutsy in defeat behind Bones McCoy there over the 405 at Mandurah last start. He knuckled at the start, cost himself the race in that point right there, and he was able to muster up, and he was very gallant in defeat. Providing he jumps well, I think he is the one to beat. Yahoo Serious, good last week, went second. Weblek Ranger, not much luck off the track last time out at Archibald. Does have that early pace to put himself up there from the outset, but I do think they really are chasing Momentum Shadow if he puts it all together in that second heat of the Spring Gift. In terms of a best bet this week, I'm going to Mandurah Thursday, race 4, number 7, Mauritian Wolf for Michael Rylands. This dog was emphatic in victory on a Monday there at Northam, dashed straight to the front, put it beyond doubt, and still only in novice company. Michael had a big day out there at Northam on Monday, so the team's clearly in good order, and I thought Mauritian Wolf could repeat the dose in only a few days. Race 4, number 7 there at Mandurah on Thursday. Wraps up this week's Wednesday preview. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Looking forward to those Spring Gift heats, and I'll join you again next week.